loathing. Everywhere I look, that monster is there. When I pass a building, it's there in the window staring at me. It is everywhere. It was a grotesque-looking creature. It looked like a man, but he was dead and decaying. It was missing part of its jaw as its gray tongue hung from its bloodied mouth. Its skin had taken a greenish tint, as if it was decaying. Slowly rotting right before my eyes. Its eyes were two black voids, almost sucking the light into the inky black abyss. The worst part was the voices. Every time I saw that abomination, I would hear the voices speak to me. Some sounded like nails on a chalkboard, others sounded sickly sweet. Some spoke with anger and hatred while others whispered softly. There were countless voices whispering in my ears every time I saw that monster. They all spoke the same things though. They told me of my failures. They reminded me of my most embarrassing moments, the moments that destroyed me as a person. They spoke of how my mother, who died years ago, would be disgusted with what I have done with my life. They spoke of my dead-end job, my shitty apartment, my non-existent love life, and my failing relationship with my family. The voices would not stop. It was unbearable. "You're pathetic." A voice scratched into my ear. "Everyone hates you. You've never been loved." Another whispered intensely. "No one will care when you die." The last word seemingly being screamed and burnt into my head. The whispers continued, they never stopped. I had to get them to stop, one way or another. I rushed to my bathroom, feeling sick from all of the voices pouring out my insecurities and worst fears. I ran past the mirror on my way to throw up, and there it was again. Monstrous. Disgusting. I hate it. As I saw the monster, the whispers became screams. "You were never loved. Your parents hate you. No friends to support you." They continued and continued. It was deafening, my head was pounding. I thought my ears were bleeding. I had to make them stop. I cried, while I vomited. I had to make them stop. I had to end this. These thoughts allowed me to muster the strength to crawl back to my room. I crawled to my nightstand and opened the drawer, grabbing the pistol that I kept in there for home defense. As I grabbed it, the screams seemed to lessen back into whispers. They mocked me, telling me I was weak, pathetic. I agreed with them. I just had to make them stop. I crawled back to the bathroom. I needed to confront the monster. I shakily rose to my feet, keeping my eyes on the floor, afraid of seeing the visage of my suffering in the mirror. My grip on the gun tightened as I slowly looked up. After what felt like an eternity, I finally made eye contact with the monster who created the torment I was currently living in. It looked even more decayed than before, seeming more skeleton than whatever it was before. Its skin seemed to almost drip off, as it decayed before my very eyes. Its eyes, however, those two black voids still seemed to suck my very soul from me. It drew me in, and showed me my worst nightmares. Its eyes, along with the grinning skull they were in, mocked me, and enjoyed my suffering. "What do you want from me?" I asked, my voice hoarse from misuse. I haven't spoken to anyone since this monster, this demon first manifested. Its presence caused me to cut everyone in my life out, so as to ensure they did not get attached to this demon as well. Suffer. All the voices spoke at once. Why me? I cried, why are you tormenting me? I broke down into sobs, my gaze staying locked on the monster. The grinning skull of the fiend almost seemed mocking. Suffer. All the voices screamed, pathetic, unloved. The voices started plaguing me again. I screamed, the tears falling faster down my face. I had to end this. The torture, the suffering, it won't stop. I need to end it. I brought the gun up and put the barrel in my mouth. The grin on the skull seemed to stretch even more. Weak. Pathetic. Coward. Unloved. No one will care if you just die. The voices chanted these words over and over. My hand shook. The tears fell somehow even faster. I gave a few rapid, panicked breaths, before I finally pulled the trigger. As I pulled the trigger, time seemed to slow. As I looked into the mirror, the monster's form faded. In its place was my reflection. Watching as the trigger finally pulled all the way.